Okay, I've got about 30 minutes of recording time, and I was sitting here wanting to be productive. I wanted to do something content related, and I guess I landed on this video. And the premise of this video is mainly trying to speak without saying and that's the only time I'm going to say it this whole video. At least I'm going to try to. And right now it's speaking, I've already stopped myself several times. I don't know if it's obvious. I've stopped myself right then several times from saying that word. Is it a word? I don't know. Also, I need to look here at the, yep. It's so hard to do. And I remember in school when we were learning how to do presentations and things, very, very young, they would try and get you to not say that the word. It's not a bad thing if you do say it. Obviously, I say it all the time. I think it is a barrier from me being able to have flowing conversations and like natural thoughts. Like is another one. And I guess is also the same thing, but whatever. Anyways, I was trying to think of what kind of content I could do. It's late at night. I get into these kind of weird feelings where I need to be doing something productive and then I'm not able to do anything at all. And then I just kind of freeze up and do nothing. I was on YouTube trying to find new content, and this afternoon I found quite a lot of great content, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently. I watch a lot of wildlife stuff, a lot of hobby stuff, and then a lot of random in-between things and whatever's popping up, because I do really value the long-form content, and I do really like videos that kind of provoke thought, I guess. Sorry, I just remembered to turn off my phone on silent. And yeah, I just spent the last hour or two feeling really inspired and found a few creators. And about 2 months ago, I deleted TikTok from my phone. And so I was kind of searching, seeing if other people have been doing that, and a lot of people have been doing that. And some people talking about their social media clans, and then fell into these other videos just about people talking about life and where they're at with their mental well-being, about being on the internet but not being consumed by it and that kind of thing, and it really resonated with me. So yeah, I can't remember exactly how I got to making a video with this title, but it's something I'm very aware of, so I guess it's kind of always there. And I don't know, it's very obvious when I watch a clip back of myself. It kind of annoys me, and you know what, I'm sure it is annoying to watch as well. And it's not so much about how people perceive me stuttering and things. It is kind of just more for myself and being able to just have that flow. I love that I talk slow. I'm most of the time very slow talker, and that's something I was thinking about today as well. Is I actually really value that I am quite a slow person. I talk slow. I often do a lot of tasks quite slow. I walk fast. I do walk fast. I drive very slow. I like being slow, and I want to like grab that slow element that I value, slow like gentleness of myself, and do it and like apply it to things so that I can do things with more detail, because I think I don't really do things in detail. And one of those things I think is just talking. Like I don't think I give it as much detail as I would like when I speak. And I often leave conversations, or I stream on Twitch and I will sometimes think about something I spoke on and think about a whole bunch of things that I didn't say that I should have said, because I don't know, I guess I struggle to get things flowing from brain to mouth and outwards. And I had lunch with my friends today, and I just felt like I wasn't really able to participate in the conversation as much as I was, as much as I would like to participate. And I don't know where that really stems from. That's a lot of things there are probably things that would need to be addressed in like therapy, which I am looking at going back to. Just, it's not really on the budget right now. That was a yep. And yep. And then I started thinking about how I was going to say it, and then I lost track. I lose track in things. So anyway, on this video, I just wanted to have a bit of a stream of consciousness and talk about a few things. And we got plenty of time to do it, and I can feel that time. I can talk easy. I have a lot of thoughts. I just need to like get it out. I want to be a great conversation holder. I want to be able to hold a conversation, you know, because you're not always going to be with people that are in a position to hold the conversation. You've got to also be somebody who can do that. And I find rarely, like, I am the one who can really guide a conversation. I'm really good. I'm better at one-on-one, but even then, like, not always. Group conversations are so hard for me, even just to know when to talk. But that's a whole nother different thing, I think. But yeah, I also was gonna write things down for this video, but I wanted to kind of test my brain and see if I can just think of a few things as I was over the last couple hours sitting here, feeling inspired, watching other creators, and hopefully my brain, 29-year-old brain, is able to recap and reignite those things. And hopefully I won't finish this video and be like, well, damn, I forgot to talk about XYZ. Very likely going to happen, but baby steps. Yes, I've just been really in my like get my brain going era, and making sure I am able to use it, I guess. And I am able to use it, but I just mean in like a productive, really thoughtful, deep thinking, creative way. That probably doesn't make any sense. I've ordered some Alga Omega things, which are supposed to be good for your brain. I've been reading more, actually. I've got my book here. I was going to talk about that. Let's do that. I'm not sure if this is the pathway that I pictured this to flow, but this is the book I'm reading right now. It's called Sorcerer's Ward. So that was an R, not an... Anyway. I don't even know. Have I said it yet? We'll see. I'm really enjoying it. After this video, I'm going to be lying in bed reading this. Helps you sleep. Obviously, I'm not very far in, but I'm slow. I'm a slow reader. That adds to that. And another thing I've got here to talk about is this lure that I've found. This lure by the water, and it's broken off someone's rod, and I repurposed it into a key ring, which I may gift to somebody or sell. We'll see. It's the second one I've done. I've got the other one on my keychain collection. Something I really wanted to talk about with this one as well was, I guess, the direction of this channel and these videos. And I haven't really, I guess, settled on an answer. And I don't know if I've ever really had an answer. But one big one is I just want to document my own journey. So I guess you could call that like video diary vibes. I want to just be able to document things and what I'm going through at the time, and kind of post that to have like this archive of this part of my life and see where that goes. I want to connect with communities and things online. I want to share my hobbies and things that I'm interested in. I want to talk about the things that I care about and have a place to do that. And I don't want to do things inauthentically, is like the word I'm popping into my brain right now. I don't want to do like very commercialized videos. I just want to post the things I want to post. If that's a random sit down clip of me talking to the camera about my feelings at the time, then that's what it is. The short form content I've just not been consuming and not wanting to create either. Like I said, I deleted TikTok. I've been posting some reels here and there, but it doesn't, I haven't had the drive to do it. I don't watch reels, so there's no reason for me to, like, no motivation to do it. I post those reels usually on shorts as well, same thing. And I don't watch shorts. There is Loops, which is the alternative that I've been using instead of TikTok. I think that's a great app because, well, one, they're not run by big AI tech people. 2, it's not shoving AI down your throat, not shoving commercials down your throat. It is just random, authentic videos of random people. And it's got a very small user base, so you don't spend much time on it. You can't even turn on notifications on that app. Loops, it's called Loops, loops.video. You can search it up. There's a desktop. I might do a video on Loops because I would like to see more people on the app. That's got to be the first one because I picked it up. Okay, stay on track, stay focused. Yeah, Loops, give it a crack if you're sick of TikTok and the rest, because yeah, I barely spend any time on it. I just post and I watch a couple of videos, and I don't feel, it doesn't suck you in the way that TikTok and Reels and things like suck you in. It's not reading your every move and making sure that you stay there. So you don't lose, I'm not losing time, which is the most valuable thing. And I feel like I'm, losing it everywhere else. I don't need to be on these apps. I've already got to work 5 days a week, which I like my job, so it's not that bad, but I just mean, time is so valuable, and on your phone is not good. And yeah, like right now, if I had those apps, what would I be doing? I don't know, laying in bed on the apps. Even Instagram, I get on way too much to just go and look at stories or look at my notifications or scroll the feed. Luckily, I'm not quite on Reels yet, but don't say yet. No, I won't be. But I've got an hour a day limit, and I've even found myself ignoring that limit quite a bit. And I even moved the app somewhere on my phone where it's not as accessible, and I still found it. And I only use Instagram, to post my own content, but also because it's a great way to keep up with your friends. Like, everybody's on it, and it's so great for being able to know what my friends are up to. But then you kind of was thinking about this recently. I'm like, well, are they all really my friends? They're just people that I've met once upon in my life. And then that kind of reflects, I'm like, well, then I need to be better at reaching out to people. But then if I'm like reaching out to too many people, I get overwhelmed, and I don't know. I live alone in a tiny home, like with my cat. So I'm not the most socially active person, but I'm trying to be more. But I just mean, if I had every friend on TikTok, on Instagram messaging me, texting me, or calling me and updating me with their life, I would be so overwhelmed, and my social battery would just be gonzo. So yeah, what were we talking about? What I want for this channel? Yeah. I have bigger dreams of making different content surrounding conservation and things like that I really care about. I would love to do documentaries one day, like small, low-budget documentaries, which maybe could develop into something else, but just little passion projects of little doco films. And I've got a couple ideas already, and I've been kind of trying to work on them, but they're very long-term things. And they say it's not good to like voice things out or what you want to do and what you want, but I think it is. I think it's great. I think it is terrible to keep things bottled up. Like, I guess the power of manifestation, right? I have my journal, which I actually can't show because the camera is on, what is it on? A notepad with drawings in it, a journal, another notepad for something else, and then another notepad, which I think is empty. And it's being propped up by a magnesium gel bottle for when my neck gets sore. And what was I saying? Yeah, my journal. Manifestation. It's good manifestation to talk about things, and maybe that's what these videos could be a tool for. Good stream of consciousness, you know. I live by myself, so I don't really have a lot of people that I am comfortable to just call up like that. I know that there is people that I could, but I definitely have a problem with like being a burden and just, I don't know, so this is fine. And I'm not like I'm trauma dumping or anything. It's just kind of good to flesh things out. And yeah, and I like, what did I see today? Creative obsession. Something about creative obsession and turning is it boredom? Turning your boredom into creative obsession or something? Something about being like creative obsessed. And I definitely, that is very me. So I'll never be bored because I need to create things. This is something. I'm creating something. And Twitch streams, I'm creating something. Look, I'm creating things. I paint. There's two little paintings there I did recently. I do other forms of creating, and actually I can't remember the last time. It's quite nice. I live alone, and I can't remember the last time I was bored. So I think that's good. That's good. Now, loneliness is a different thing. I can remember the last time I was alone because I do live alone, but that's like a whole nother thing. I feel, I don't feel, I'm not alone. I don't feel alone, but I do sometimes wish that I had somebody around momentarily, but I live kind of rural a bit, which was my own choice. And yeah, I'm by myself. I mean, I do have an orange cat sitting there that keeps me company, but that's not quite the same, is it? I guess that's a good segue to talk about, I've recently been able to host or co-host a like Pride event thing, which is really cool. And after co-hosting that one with this group, I'll be able to host my own little outdoor Pride events. So I want to do nature walks, bird watching. I'm thinking like a beach cleanup, fauna watching, platypus watching, frog spotting, things like that. I can literally do whatever because I live here, and it's so hard for me to meet other queer people out here. I didn't know I was going to get to this point and talk about this, but I guess I am. I don't know. it is so hard to meet queer people where I am. That's two. That's only two. That's not bad. Not bad. Meeting queer people, yeah. So I just, queer like-minded people as well. A lot of queer spaces, like for me, I'd have to travel to Brisbane, which is fine, but the space is there. Not all of them. I'm sure there's more. There's definitely more than clubs and stuff, but a lot of it is clubs and there's drinking involved. And I don't want to drink. Like only for special occasions do I want to drink. And yeah, so I guess what I'm thinking is I just am going to make it happen myself, and I've got to try and hold myself accountable to that, because I do get a bit of I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it doesn't always happen. But yeah, I've already did that one and it went really well. It was great actually, and I met some cool people there. And then yeah, hopefully something a bit closer to home, because that one was like a 2.5 hour drive away or more. So yeah, that's happening, and I'm talking about that because it's important to me, and that's what I'm talking about here. I basically, yeah, I'm sick of the apps. I am sick of the apps. I don't want to be on the apps. I hate spending time on them. Unfortunately, it's kind of the only tool I have to meet anyone. At the moment, I've got Tinder and the Bumble. I was going to say Bumble. And I'll open them, swipe a few times, look at the messages, and I'm guilty of it as well. Like, look at people that I haven't responded to, look at people that haven't responded to me. That's 3 that I remembered. And yeah, it's just this endless cycle, and I think it's not really worked this far. What makes it going to work now, and especially that I live so far away. So anyways, I want to meet people in person. I want to meet people in person, and I want to be present, and I want to be able to hold a conversation. Yes. Hold a very nice conversation. So yeah, who knows what this channel will bring, but could be a lot of this, could be a lot of other stuff, who knows. I don't love editing, so there won't be much editing happening. I just don't really like it, but then again, I want to put in effort and I want to do things that matter, so I'm gonna maybe have to fall in love with editing. Some other things to talk about. How much time do we have? Oh, we're out of time. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. And I only said it 3 times, so